Hey everyone, this is ATG and I'm here for another first to 10 of KOF11 top players. This time it's U-rasia playing against Gian. U-rasia from the Tokyo area, considered the best KOF player in Japan and probably of the world, and Gian is an extremely strong player from Nagoya who took part in several Togekis for different games, SBOs, if you're more familiar with that name, and is actually staff of the ft10 arcade, which is the place where people in Nagoya gather to play KOF11. Both of these players are very strong, play very strong teams as well, and I'm very much looking forward to this. I haven't seen this. This is the archive. It was took place today. Unfortunately, whenever ft10 streams something, the archive tends to be super laggy for a couple of days, so I might have to pause here and there. So yeah, we'll have to see whether that's necessary. So U-rasia is on the one-player side. He plays his usual team of Oswald, Kula, and leader K-Dash, whereas Gian is playing Kula, Ryo, and leader Gato. Unusual to see Ryo not played as leader, but I talked about this a bit before. He's very much underrated as a non-leader character. He's very strong as a non-leader character. Sorry. So, first match starting right off the bat. We see a jumping E attempt from U-rasia, and Gian beat him for that. However, while I speak already, U-rasia has Gian in the corner. Gian now breaking out with a throw. We're mid-screen. Counter hit. Very nice confirm with a down forward A for U-rasia. U-rasia going for the sweep beam. B misses his shift combo. He was going to stun. Nice counter hit. Misses his Tiger Knee minute spike. That would have been a juggle anywhere. Nice punish there from Gian. Now has the corner knockdown. Throw break. Immediate Shuriken A for the kill for U-rasia. Going for the heavy kick race spin now. And it's back to neutral. U-rasia sitting on one stock. Gian sits on two. Gian doing his best to use standing D. Gian there took an intentional hit on wake up. He did a backdash so he would flip and then punished Kula's pressure string, which was very successful, as you could see. Led to a dizzy Kula. So now it's U-rasia's K-Dash. Ouch. And he eats LDM from Gato. Still cornered, still alive with 1 pixel. Manages to shift out on the first hit. Still looking very grim for U-rasia. Just having a Oswald and a 1 pixel K-Dash is going to be incredibly tough to win with. Unless you get very lucky and land a good stun combo. Too bad that wasn't a conversion into LDM, so K-Dash is now dead. Guard cancel from U-rasia's Oswald. Throw from Gato, goes with the jumping E whiff into crouching B. U-rasia manages to roll out, goes back into the offensive. Guard cancel roll from Gian. Unfortunately gets a reverse input in the corner. That sometimes happens because you corner cross with some characters. Nice crouching C there for the kill. Gian takes the first match. 60 seconds counted down for the timer, but that match felt so incredibly quick and short, actually. Very nice pace already here in the first match. I have to force myself to not overly comment, like do overly long comments on the plays these guys do, because the game is just too fast. I know I say that every single time, but I really should just comment more what's happening and a little less of the behind the scenes stuff, only when there's time. I hope there isn't too much feedback. I have to turn down my speakers a bit. I do not have a fancy headset set up here, unfortunately. I'm working with very primitive methods. So, second match. Gian gets the knockdown with Kula, goes for the crouching B. Back roll from U-rasia. U-rasia now cornered. Confirms. Gian confirms into a knockdown. Close C into breath. Very nice. U-rasia breaks out with a jumping C, then jumping E counter hit. Confirms into an ace. Very well played there. Gian keeping his distance, building meter now, since he only sits at 1 pixel of health. Goes for a YOLO super jump C, which missed, and U-rasia trying to chip him to death. Goes for the card Okiseme, missed the Shoryuken there for Gian. Unfortunately, U-rasia wasn't able to punish, and he wild swings of down forward A there for Oswald, and Gian punished, and now it's U-rasia's K-Dash against Gian's Gato. Gato with the typical wake up A super. It's just so super strong. Interesting Oki there. He just did forward B whiff into crouching B. Not sure what he was trying to bait there. I've never seen this before. Usually you do the cross up Okiseme. Anyway, nice guard there on the overhead from Ryo. U-rasia blocked that very nicely. However, now his K-Dash is dead because Gato finished him off. And it's a 2-stock Kula against Gato, which is not a bad matchup for Kula at all, particularly because he has 2 stocks ready. And Giant playing very aggressively right now. And as I say this, he becomes more patient. Ouch, nice punish there. Missed the jumping D. He was a bit too close to the corner. It gets kind of iffy there to connect the jumping D with Oswald. I think there was a misinput, that quarter circle back D. Nice, and now corner knockdown, goes for the back walk jumping B. Counter hit, he was pushing some button there. Oh, now the stream starts to lag a bit. It's a bit annoying. Let's hope it doesn't happen too often. Nice rejump there from U-rasia. Okay, well we have reached the point where all the buffering doesn't help anymore. We will have these micro stutters now from time to time. Nice counter. Doesn't confirm it to the combo. I guess he was confused by the first crouching beam missing. He's throwing a card now. Giant going for the A. Shoryuken kills off Oswald. Small jump D. Shoryuken by U-rasia. Super cancel. Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a moment. Let's analyze, and let's use this time to analyze the match. U-rasia still with maybe a 50% HP cooler and 3 stocks, which is very strong. He just landed his EX super for 2, so that's also very good. And Gian is sitting on a saving shift if he wants to, and 2 stocks, which means if he lands a hit with Gato, he can definitely somehow cancel into LDM. If he lands a hit with Ryo, he can maybe even go for a stun combo. So we'll see how the match develops from there. Now U-rasia is taking his time, trying to corner pin Giant. Giant trying his best to break out. Interesting roll forward into jump there. Oh, very nice. That was completely intentional, the close scene to Shoryuken to bait saving shift. Went for the easy combo there, nothing fancy, so he could punish potential saving shift. And U-rasia takes the second match. It's 1-1. Pretty chaotic matches so far. A lot of back and forth and a lot of stray hits. No real clean combos yet, maybe apart from that very simple LDM combo in the first match that we got to see from Giant with Gato. So I'm not gonna skip ahead. I don't want to risk this stream dying on me again. I really wonder why that is such an issue. I guess it somehow depends on them streaming from Japan, and maybe their video is saved on a server that, I don't know, takes a while until it properly processes the live stream into a YouTube video. But it happens every single time when I want to watch an archived video that was streamed like a day prior or on the same day. For port 24 only. Anyway, third match now. And U-rasia backing off, throwing a card. Failed punish attempt there for Giant. Back turn, knockdown, card Okiseme. He does not go for the corner cross. I guess he was afraid of an auto turn Shoryuken. Now it's Giant in the offensive, goes for the heavy kick race spin. That thing is +10, it's absolutely ridiculous. U-rasia trying to break out with quarter circle back C, which is only 5 frames fast. Or rather, is 5 frames fast. And can be used to punish some things from Cooler, particularly if you roll through her and she whiffed her race spin. Nice confirm there. Knockdown. There U-rasia also did a backdash. That's why he got hit. On wake up, he tried going for a backdash and punishing, let's say, crouching B, breath, because you can punish that then if you flip. It's exactly what Giant did to U-rasia before. However, Giant was ready and was just doing crouching B, wait, and then punished the backdash. So I paused again, obviously, as you can see. Now Kula is coming in for U-rasia next. Let's see what kind of Okiseme Giant is doing. Again, Kula is one of the characters that can act immediately after coming in, so I wouldn't be surprised if U-rasia tries a reversal race spin, for example. Maybe even just a roll or close C throw option select, since her close C is only 4 frames. I'm gonna unpause and we'll see. Okay, just nothing, crouch block. And Giant went for the jumping C. Roll out for Kula and immediate Shoryuken. Goes for the jumping into crouching B. That looked like almost like a safe jump, which is kind of hard against Kula because Shoryuken is only 3 frames. Reversal, EX super. He tried to reflect there, I think, but failed. U-rasia very patient now with these crouching Bs and pauses. He's waiting for a bad jump that he can punish with Shoryuken. Goes for the corner B and B. Instant overhead, back jump, jumping D. Close D was, it was close C, supposed to punish a whiffed jump in attempt because jumps have landing recovery, and as I speak already he shifted to U-rasia. Very nice corner cross there, was very hard to see, there could have also been a fake cross. And immediately shifts back to Kula. It's not the worst play. Gian only has one character, so you cannot stun, so you don't really need your saving shift, and you kind of don't want to play with K-Dash with only one stock if you really have to. The Cooler against Gato matchup is much better than K-Dash against Gato. Okizeme off a Giant, rolls through, close D, chips him to death, crosses him up, goes for the air dash into the dive kick. He's trying his best to pressure and build meter at the same time by using these special moves the whole time. Gato builds ridiculous amounts of meter, jumping E from U-rasia, has him corner pinned, now teleports behind him, teleports again, and kills him with standing B. Another match where people were like, both of them were like all over the place. Particularly when they bust out their coolers, the pace of the match is just incredible. These are coincidentally the top 5 characters of the game, by the way. Unless I'm missing somebody, but I don't think I am. So U-rasia's leading 2-1. This is match 4. U-rasia backing off with a backdash, throwing a card. I'm not gonna pause. Nothing really exciting has happened, so there's nothing to talk through. Nice jumping E counter hit, confirmed to the jumping E. Jumping C, instant overhead into throw break. Goes for the corner pressure. That's a full punish, close C in forward A. That's really painful. Look at the HP of Oswald, it's almost dead. Cooler's almost at 2 stocks. Oswald just did crouching B against her jumping C. You can actually do that. You can hit her out of her jumping C with crouching B because her hurtbox and her hitbox extend right into the floor. Same thing works against AG. AG's jumping B. It's one of these normals that just reaches right into the floor. Oh, nice roll into full punish there coming from U-rasia. I'm gonna pause. That's forward A there. With Cooler close C into forward A, you can only really do if you are super close to the enemy. So after a jump in, it's almost impossible to get 2 hits into forward A unless you do it, let's say, off of a shift and then you walk a pixel forward. Then you can do it, or off of a cross up because there's less pushback. And what you also can do is only one hit. Let only one hit of the C hit and then do forward A. That also works, but you kind of only do that when you are sure you're gonna hit. You have to have hit confirmed to do that. Because the forward A then has to be cancelled into, let's say, quarter circle forward A, whereas the close C doesn't always have to be cancelled against all characters. Unpausing here, so yeah, there we go. Knockdown, almost in the corner now. Very nice. You can roll that super during the super freeze, which is exactly what U-rasia did. All of these 3 supers, by the way, by Cooler, the A, C, and the EX super, can be rolled, which you should absolutely do. It makes punishing them very easy. Seems like everybody in the Frankfurt dojo can do it except me. Then again, I'm usually the one playing Cooler lately and the other guys don't, so I don't get too many chances to practice it. Nice roll forward there to make Gato's jump in with and even punish with a crouching B, but in the end couldn't convert. Now it's U-rasia's K-Dash against Giant's Ryo. Ryo breaking out with jumping E, forward A, standing B to pin him. Very nice jump up D there. Completely caught U-rasia's attempt to slide out or teleport out. Sometimes it makes a lot of sense to just jump straight up if you expect your opponent to, let's say, roll, for example, or do something like U-rasia just did with K-Dash, which is use an attack that moves you forward a bit. So U-rasia's Cooler on 2 stocks. Ooh, nice counter hit. Man, that's really optimized. Nice. Goes into the A super. Gato still alive. There we go. The same situation. Just jump up. Jump up D. There's nothing Gato could have done. The kick super would have whiffed because it goes straight up, and the punch super from Gato would have also whiffed because it would have gone under Cooler. So there was a very smart Okizeme there from U-rasia to minimize risk. Didn't help him though. Giant took it. It's 2-2 now. Don't expect these guys to switch their teams. They have been playing these teams for a long time, and they're experts with their teams. Particularly U-rasia, the amount of combos he knows with that team is just mind-boggling. Today I was watching casual sets from him live, at port 24, and he did yet another K-dash confirm into LDM I have never seen before. Anyway, back to the match. Lots of buffering and rolling around. Punish there on the Oswald Wrecker block string. I'm gonna pause for a moment. Cooler has him in the corner now. That's an A-breath, that's +2 on block, so with Oswald you have to be very careful now how to proceed. There's a couple of things you can do if you block against Cooler. You can either just keep blocking, you can try your luck with a one-frame jump, which is quite dangerous because that could get you punished, because you would fly over her, land behind her and potentially get punished. You can try and mash, which is also very, very dangerous. And you can also try and roll. And obviously, as we've seen before today, you can try and backdash and intentionally get hit. So let's see what U-rasia is doing here. Oh yeah, he was mashing C. Far C is a great normal from Oswald. It's also he recommended it to use it against Cooler, because if you have her on the perfect far C range, she doesn't have a normal that can beat it. However, since she had advantage, it was easy for Gian to beat it. Very strange cross-up, I've never seen that before. Was that a race spin cross-up? It looked like it. Giant's Cooler is doing good work. He's really, really quick with her. There we go. Gato time, jumping D, crouching B. There was his LDM. Fortunately it whiffed because Cooler was airborne, or unfortunately, depending. U-rasia only going for the 2-minute spike loops with K-dash. 3 are very hard to get off of bread and butter combos and also very risky. Teleports right into him, has him in the corner now. That's a really tough shift combo, going from the kick super into shift into somebody else and then still connecting the attack. I even see U-rasia with it a lot. I never tried it before. Well, I tried it in practice, but I don't use it in matches, just too difficult for now. Nice parry there for Gian, going for the jumping E, slight delay jumping E, goes for the bread and butter shift combo, and that's a stunned K-dash. Whiffs one shuriken to build some meter, goes for the, I don't even know how to name that move, I guess double palm thrust, which is the best move you can do if your opponent is stunned and cannot saving shift. And Gian takes it 3-2. It's a pretty cool set. It's all very even so far. I honestly couldn't tell which of these teams I would give an edge in that matchup. People know I think very highly of Gato leader and also of Ryo. But Ryo cannot invest his meter in a way like Cooler can, for example. Ryo is also not really a stun combo starter like Oswald. So it's hard to make a call. Gato is just so oppressive, builds meter so quickly, and his LDM is so incredibly good that that, however, is a plus on Giant's side. The minus, I would say, is Ryo. Ryo being non-leader, strong as he is, but U-rasia's team is just very much in sync with these 3 characters. Nice down forward A there for anti-air, confirmed into a knockdown by U-rasia. He has himself cornered, unfortunately. He didn't go into the Wrecker series, interesting. Tries to run through and go for crouching B, but Giant just jumps out, gets an accidental card, immediately punished by race spin. Hard knockdown in the corner, jumping C, instant overhead. Didn't think he would combo and just threw him. Another jump C, close C into race spin. Lots of buffering going on. And there's the jumping C into the full bread and butter. You saw that there was actually close C, 2 hits into forward A. So Giant has his spacing perfectly in his head. He just knew it would connect. I wouldn't have done that. I think I would have been too scared for the forward punch to whiff. But I was just perfectly spaced. Very nice guard cancel into race spin. And that's a back turn knockdown, but the advantage isn't enough to go for a high jump left-right Okizeme, unfortunately. Instant overhead, close C, breath, race spin, and doesn't go into the shift for K-dash into LDM. Interesting, I guess he would rather play out the Cooler versus Ryo matchup and keep a saving shift. Very nice, close C into EX super to bait saving. Giant unfortunately fell for it. There isn't much you can do there. I mean, he kind of didn't want his Ryo to die, so he had to take that hit with Gato. So it's an annoying situation. Wake up LDM, look at that damage. That thing is just ridiculous. Nice anti-air quarter circle forward punch. Far C. Gato going for the counter now. jump C, crouching B, close C, into quarter circle forward A, into shift to Ryo, and Ryo going for the hard knockdown. This builds a lot of meter for the opponent because every hit builds exactly 1 meter. So kind of not what you want to do, but he really wanted that hard knockdown. And saving shift for U-rasia. Goes for the breath, far B, down forward C. Giant builds lots of meter. He's at 4 stocks. This is going to be very, very hard for U-rasia to win now with just K-dash. It's very much possible, but very hard. Oh. Very nice guard cancel there. He would have gotten guard crushed and then killed by far C into shift. Good roll, but I think he pushed something. That was a counter hit. I think there was supposed to be a option select throw for Giant or maybe a close C. Definitely not an intentional far C. It's not what you usually do there. Unless he wanted to do far C into shift. And Giant's taking a lead now, 4-2. Well played by Giant so far. It's interesting, today and yesterday U-rasia was playing 4 hours on stream against the strongest players in Port 24, and he was feeling very confident. But here in this first to 10, I think he has to step it up a bit. He's not his usual self, so we will see if he can get a grip of himself and become a bit more precise. Particularly as Oswald has not been very successful against Giant's Kula. Maybe it's just a player matchup, because I know that U-rasia is very much used to Shingo's Kula and is very good against Shingo's Kula. But Giant is doing very, very well against U-rasia's Oswald. Nice back roll there to dodge the breath. Very dangerous as well. If there was a C breath, or if he waited any longer, he could have gotten hit. Sorry for the buffering. This is it's a bit annoying, but we cannot avoid it, unfortunately. I even tried downloading the file from YouTube, so we could just stream it from PC, but that doesn't work yet because it's so fresh from today. So I'm just gonna pause here a bit. Oswald already down 60% HP. Kula's almost full. She's gonna get her first stock very soon as well, which doesn't matter yet. It's gonna be interesting once she has 2, because then she has access to EX Super, which is quite the threat. You can use it as anti-air, you can combo it and prevent saving shifts, as we've seen before. So yeah, unpausing, let's see what she does. I would expect her to either raise spin or maybe cancel into breath. U-rasia doesn't have a guard cancel roll, so there isn't much to be afraid of. And also breath is plus. Raise spin, there we go. U-rasia going for the jumping E, trying to fish for counter hits. Sick, oh my god. What a sick confirm. The card hit behind him. He knew that Giant would fly over him from the card hit and then just did down forward A into the other direction and got the full ace. That was just a sick combo. That's not a confirm you usually can do. And very nice, he covered himself with the card to shift out there. Now it's Kula against Ryo. I would give that matchup to Kula, I think. Particularly when she has meter. Trade there with Gato. This is an incredibly hard matchup by the... Oh, sick. Sick counter there from U-rasia. You can only do that, I mean, you can do that on reaction, but it doesn't happen very often that you're neutral when Gato does a super. Very often you've already pushed a button, then it's too late. Anyway, Oswald against Gato, very hard matchup. Fortunately, it's K-dash against Gato now, which is a little bit better. That was very sick. I'm not sure if that was planned. It looked like he did that on reaction to the saving, but maybe he was going to do that anyway. Nice, it's going to be a back to knockdown. There we go. Goes for the fake small jump cross up. You can actually small jump cross up Ryo, because he's smaller when he wakes up. He's only 128 pixels tall. Goes for the Okizeme, perfectly timed, and gets him from behind. Very nice. Finally some Oswald action here. Sabakoto is doing the commentary. I can hear him in the background. He's having a good time. I don't know the result, by the way. I'm very curious to see who wins this after this very strong start from Gian. I don't think U-rasia has lost a first to 10 in years? I don't know. Probably in years. I don't know actually if he's ever lost one. Nah. More buffering going on here. I'm quickly gonna pause here. Is there anything we can talk about? If you haven't yet, you should totally check out the old 2015 Korea versus Japan matches when the Korean players were visiting Japan. They are amazing. They are KOF at the very highest level. It's a tag match between U-rasia and Shingo, so the two strongest Japanese players, and Pai and Kong from Korea who are visiting Shinjuku Carnival. And yeah, the level is amazing. It's very close. There's also a single set after that you can also watch. It's easy to find on YouTube. You just have to look for KOF11 Japan versus Korea. So if you haven't, check that out. It's very nice. Anyway, gonna unpause now. Oswald already down 40%, hard knockdown, and it's Giant's turn. Oswald rolling back, going for the jumping E counter hit, didn't get it. Covers himself with the card, runs forward, down forward A, trying to catch her. Kula keeping a distance, slowly building meter, jumping E counter hit, another jumping E, instant overhead, crouching B, confirms into knockdown, instant overhead, gets hit by crouching B, very cool. Back to neutral. Oswald's almost dead, Kula is almost 2 stocks. Hard knockdown for Oswald. Very nice and very patient, waits there, and that's a stun combo. Very good awareness from U-rasia, kills her, goes for the card, goes for the low hit. Very nice counter there. Back turn knockdown, no saving shift yet. Just does nothing, baits a reversal. Another sick counter. And another one, at least the second one was accidental, I think. That didn't look intentional. Unless he wanted to bait saving, that could be a thing. But usually you bait that by doing super. Immediate race spin by Kula upon coming in. And there's the X super. Look at that. So it's incredibly strong. So Gato now turtling in the corner, jumping up, trying not to jump at Kula. So the last thing you want to do is jump at Kula. At least make it a small jump so it's harder for her to react. Rolls out, immediately goes for LDM. Kula now at like 10% HP, jumping E, forward A. Kula guard cancel rolls out, punishes with Shoryuken. Basically, while you do the guard cancel roll, you have time to see what your opponent does. And since Kula's Shoryuken is so fast, you can very often just link a Shoryuken after the guard cancel roll and you'll still punish. It's a good strategy. Jumping E there, whiffs a standing A just in case he gets the counter hit. Trades with Ein Trigger, immediately goes into Heat Drive and goes for the overhead into the kill. U-rasia takes another match that was closer than it looked, and it's 4-4 now. Nice avatar, by the way, for Gian at the top right. They just gave U-rasia his K-dash, but Gian gets his own picture. And here we are again, another day in the office. Oswald against Kula, and lots of buffering. Oswald backing off, going for the card, to cover his approach, jumping E, another jumping E, fishing for these counter hits. High jump, jumping C for Gian, now Oswald has to block. Let's see what he's doing, goes for jumping, another jumping C, and now he caught him. There was another roll attempt for Oswald to dodge the breath, but this time he did the C breath, and look at that. That's just so horrible now for Oswald. He's almost stunned. Horrible matchup against Gato. He has no meter to escape, and there's the guard crush, there's the LDM. He just killed off Oswald. Already building more meter. Now it's Kula's turn, but just look at this. One character down, same amount of meter almost. Ouch, this is very painful. Goes for the reset. Very nice block there. It was a cross-up actually. Very nice block. Let's see if U-rasia can somehow escape this. He was trying to get the guard cancel roll, but it turned to a normal roll. Same strategy as he used before. Tries to escape with race spin. Something that high-level players do. If you do race spin and you see somebody crossed you or you're not gonna hit, just do the follow-up with forward D and just slide away, so you cannot be punished as easily. It's a high level thing. Jumping E, Giant rolling out, goes for his own jumping E, or it's a race spin actually. Not sure. Same animation almost. There we go, race spin. Oh wow, I haven't seen that before. I didn't know that's possible. You can do the quarter circle forward punch and then still combo before the knockdown occurs, because the quarter circle forward back punch from Kula actually causes hard knockdown, like really fast hard knockdown. First time seeing this. Nice. Caught him with the edge. That's when you usually can do heat drives. Super high damage there for U-rasia. Jumping E, another jumping E. I'm gonna pause for a moment again. Let's analyze. There is basically only K-dash left, and I think there's like one pixel cooler. And Giant's team is completely intact still. This is gonna be very hard for U-rasia, particularly because he doesn't even have 2 stocks for LDM. And even if he hit one now, it would barely kill Gato. Maybe wouldn't even kill him outright. So let's see what he does after the second jumping E. He has to be careful not to eat a random super. So maybe he's just gonna slightly walk up and do crouching B, or maybe he's just gonna go for a jump C, or maybe he's gonna jump straight up. So let's see what he does. He's actually waiting, yeah. So he was afraid of the punch super as well. Rightfully so. Nice instant overhead. Missed his combo. I think he pushed his jump C too early. He's doing standing A after that, forward A. Sorry, oh no, that was actually a Shoryuken he missed. You can do jumping C, like instant overhead jumping C and then Shoryuken, because it's only 3 frames, the A version. It's a pretty strong strategy against tall characters, and Ryo is very tall. So that's what he tried in the Rift. What's he doing? He's like a damn magician with these slides. Can't believe he killed off Ryo like that. Very, very strong. Look at that movement from U-rasia, the way he's backdashing, rolling back, jumping forward. Gives him time to buffer Shoryukens in case the opponent jumps. Unfortunately, that's it. He got caught. Yeah. Nice. Match number 9 goes to Gian. Gian in the lead now again. U-rasia still trailing behind. I would be shocked if Gian wins this. Would be quite the upset. A healthy one though. It would be, I think, cool for the Nagoya players to see one of their own win against U-rasia. So we're halfway through his first attempt, theoretically. More jumping E's there from U-rasia. He hasn't really figured out Giant's cooler yet, I feel. Nice, heavy kick, race spin there, jumping C. That was quite low, that could be a combo. No, not quite. And knockdown. Nice, that was the 1-frame jump, jumping A to escape the cooler pressure I talked about before. Very nice roll there through race spin, and then the immediate quarter circle back punch run I mentioned before. That way you can punish race spin. It's a more high level tech there from U-rasia. Hard knockdown. Giant going for the jumping C. Counter hit. I guess U-rasia was pushing a button there. Goes for the far C. Very aggressive. Unfortunately loses Oswald because of that. Gonna pause there for a second. So Oswald is down. Kula's gonna come in again. She has no recovery. Giant is standing perfectly for a left-right mix-up. If he wants to, he can just move forward and push C. I'm not sure if that's a good idea against Kula though, because I guess if you have auto turn, you might be able to get a Shoryuken out there if you come in. So we will see what happens. Okay, he was trying to go for a cross-up jump C, it looked like. And back hit into EX super. Kula finally out of the picture. However, Giant is sitting on 3 stocks now with Ryo. And Ryo just going for jumping E, jumping D. To somehow get hits in, get close without Kula being able to Shoryuken him. Has to saving shift though, he would have probably lost Ryo if he didn't. Jumping D, very quick sweep. And Giant backing off, building more stock. Trying to get closer so he can land maybe LDM. Problems you have to approach against Gato. You cannot let him build meter. Particularly when you play him as leader. Oh, there we go. Just LDM. That's... oh man. Nice. If you push your jump in button high enough in a small jump, it will actually go over 2 times quarter circle forward punch from Gato. But it's kind of hard to time. What helps with that is that Gato is quite tall when crouched, so the chance that you whiff your jump in isn't too high, but your advantage will be very low, so you will have to immediately confirm. Ah, too bad. He could have gone into heat drive there when he traded with the Ein trigger. Jumpy counter hit, goes for the slide, whiffs, hits him out of the forward air. He was gonna shift, but accidentally saving shifted. That was bad. That's bad for Gian, but it doesn't matter. He gets the knockdown. What? Wake up overhead by U-rasia? That was either next level or a misinput. I'm not sure what was going on. Nice roll to escape the cross-up attempt there. Ooh, that was too bad. That cost him the match. That was sick though. The Ein trigger and the slide against the Adash. Very close. They're almost connected. Man, Gian taking a lead here, 6-4.
そうですね、今のはちょっとだいぶ運が良かったですね。2回、1回ジャイアンさん。そうですね、今の距離的に怪しい。
It's interesting that that you don't see these super high damaging optimized shift combos in these matchups because these people just don't get hit in a way or in situations where the opponent has that meter to do these kinds of combos. They are so careful with their saving shift, so careful in spending their meter on the right combos that you very rarely see the best of the best combos you can theoretically do. I think we've only seen one upkick loop so far from Gato. And that's it. And that's exactly what you want to land, particularly in the early game, when it builds ridiculous amounts of meter. The match number 11 now. And again, U-rasia backing off, going for jumping E. There was supposed to be a jump C cross up. That looks like a punish. So there was raise pin punish into slide. That's going to be Shoryuken, hard knockdown. Jump C, as always. It's usually what Gian is doing there. U-rasia gets the back hit on him, goes for the card Okizeme. Maybe he can punish that roll. You can punish that with D. Unfortunately didn't get the punish. Goes for the shift. There was a safe block string because of the shift. Otherwise he would have been punished. There's a roll coming from Gian. Let's see if U-rasia can punish. Yup, perfect reflexes. It's quite hard actually to react to these rolls unless you know they're coming. Kula's close C 4 frames, so you can punish it very well and even see if you're left or right in time to change your combo. Instant overhead, didn't go for the Shoryuken. You can do that. You walk forward on incoming, small jump back, jump C, you land, you do a Shoryuken. That's a really nasty setup. Very nice. That's gonna be an ace for U-rasia. I'll pause at this cool moment here. The duplicate cards on there. If you do an ace and it doesn't kill, you are at -3. So Oswald is -3 now. Ryo cannot punish it, but Oswald has to be really careful now. Maybe roll back, or guard even, or jump back. There's a couple of characters who can punish the ace. For example, Adelheid with his 2-frame LDM. If I'm not mistaken. Ah, he misses the stun. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, that hurts. That cost him the match. Cross up, there we go. Turn around, goes into the super, goes into the shift, and stun, and that's a dead character. And then we go ace. That tiny little mistake of not connecting the Shoryuken is what cost him the match. That's really rough. Otherwise, Oswald would have been dead, and he had a free mix-up on incoming. I would like to see a first to 10 of U-rasia against Kyuntakuya and also U-rasia against Sawakoro. That would be cool. I know they had a long session yesterday where they were playing casuals, Sawakoro and U-rasia, but I think they didn't have an official first to 10 yet. Fun fact, Kula has hurt boxes on her arms when she starts jumping. That freeze frame we just saw there is exactly where she can be hit on her arms. She's the only character to have something like that. Not that it matters much. Nice sweep punish there on the... ooh, very nice. On the roll attempt. And that was a perfectly spaced combo. You can only do that with a certain distance from the corner. Otherwise you cannot link anything after the slide. It was just perfectly spaced. Jumping E, but very high, a very high hit. I wouldn't be surprised exactly if if Gian tried Shoryuken, doing a Shoryuken there. Nice instant overhead, goes for the throw. That's gonna be... I expect U-rasia to do his usual Okizeme where he shoves the corpse into the corner and then does a roll, and you don't know if you're cornered or not. You can get crossed up there. As an alternative, what you can do against Ryo is also do a small jump cross up close to the corner, because as I said before, he's smaller when he stands up. So I paused here again, so let's see what he's doing. He might also do nothing, because Ryo's Shoryuken is so strong. Okay, he just rolls through, interesting. No dash, no nothing. Oh no, cornered against Gato, very difficult. Gato for going for the crouching B hit confirm, not dead yet, goes for the jumping D, standing A, interesting. Woof! Okay, he somehow crossed him there, and the shift came from the other side. Nice, tried to cross him up there, but Gian will have none of that, rolled out of the corner. Trade, couldn't confirm into heat unfortunately, instant overhead, into double minute spike. Goes for the safe jump, does nothing. Gato just did wake up A, guard cancel now. Jumping D, overhead, close C, guard cancel from U-rasia. Trade with Gato super. Nice punish there on the shift. Very nice reaction there on U-rasia. And saving to Kula, which is on full HP, is looking very good now for U-rasia. Instant overhead, jumping D. Rolls to the corpse, runs over twice to screw up his block. Gian blocked it correctly, but in the end it wasn't enough. And now it's 6-6. U-rasia caught up once again. Let's see if Gian can take another match and get the lead again, or if U-rasia's finally gonna overtake him. Also, I'm surprised they don't play on free play. Usually, Pod 24 has these free play events where you buy like a pass, can play for, I don't know, an hour or something, but it's not set to free play. So it's like not an event then, I don't know. Very briefly gonna let this buffer and pause this for a second. Well, it's only a few matches left. The file is still another 20 minutes though. I don't expect this to go the full 19, 20 matches, whatever. How many could be left there? Let's see, 3 plus 4, 7 more matches. I don't think this will be a 10-9. I would be excited for it to be a 10-9 in the end, but I don't expect it at all. Misses the down forward A combo there. Rolls right into breath, has to block, eats the knockdown. Gian going for crouching B, U-rasia backing off now, jumping E, counter hit, very nice confirm that it's not an ace, he hit him too low, he saw it, that's why he did quarter circle forward A. I think that counter was accidental. Anyway, he is knocked down now, Gian going for crouching B, instant overhead, crouching B, guard cancel from U-rasia, throws a card, goes for the jumping E again, jump C, crouch B, down A into forward A to be safe, that's +3 actually on block. Gian punishing too early there, the very high jumping C. Ouch! That looked like an accidental Shoryuken. And that costs him his cooler. Jump C, close C, forward A, breath. Raise spin not necessary since Kula is dead. Very nice throwback, very nice counter there. Finally Kula is dead. Oh my god, very nice punish there on the roll. Can he kill him? Is it enough? I think he should shift back. Yes, exactly. He saw that. He would have needed 3 up kicks to stun him. Oh, he's very close. Oh, that was barely a kill. Yeah, he knocked him out of the corner. That kind of sucked. He should have done a step back. Don't know why he didn't. Oh, sick punish on the guard cancel. Giant's reactions are just incredible. Woo, wow, I haven't seen that before. There was jumping A into sweep, one hit into run off of a shift. Nice throw there. Rolls through, goes for down B, down A. Interesting. Jumps up on wake up. Okay. That's a punish, and that's a dead Oswald. This is getting quite tense. Quickly gonna pause. I don't want any more interruptions now that Kadish is coming in. U-rasia is sitting on 4 stocks. You can use those to guard cancel. Gato has to do his best to build 2 stocks, like to build another half stock, so he has LDM ready. But he can also manage with just 1 stock. If he lands the normal super, U-rasia will be almost dead, and then all he has to hit is like 1 more Okizeme, and then it's gonna be good. Very nice cross up there. Ah, he didn't super. I think he was expecting to get two stocks. He did crouching B, close C, and then I guess he tried to cancel into LDM because he thought that 1 pixel that's missing now, he got that or something. Or he just missed the punch super, but that's unlikely. Too bad. That would have won him the match. So U-rasia's finally taking the lead. This is so close. Really exciting. I'm actually looking forward to this video becoming accessible without the stuttering in a few days, and then I'm gonna rewatch it.
Gian さんリードで始まってたんですけども、数字が1個、そうですね、傾きましたね。そう、U-rasia さんが現在7対6でリード。あ、4回最強の男が。
There we have buffering again. Gian getting the jump C hit into close C. That's gonna be a knockdown bread and butter and 40% damage against Oswald. Knockdown will be mid screen. Unpausing here. There we go. Shoryuken. Another jump C. It's what he always does. I mean, you can't really do anything against it. If you roll, then you could back roll in that situation, I guess. But if you front roll, you will just eat the C anyway. Nice confirm to ace there. Hitting these is so big. Like, it's so important in that matchup. And there we go. Up kick loop. 3 stocks already. He's at max stock now. Ah, he didn't super there. Interesting. Not looking good for U-rasia. Ray spin into the up kick. And Shoryuken knockdown. Jump up? Yeah, walk back, jump up. That's exactly what he did before to be safe against both of the supers. Actually, all 3 of Gato. Jumping B, very nice to fish him out of the air to air. Ray spin, saving shift from Gian. Goes for crouch B, stand B. Is he gonna cancel into anything or just gonna stop there? He's probably gonna... Okay, super jump C, whiff. Jump C, BB, jump C. Pause, waiting for a reversal. Trade there on the same frame. Crouching B's from U-rasia. He's walking back so he can just do Shoryuken in a good angle in case he is jumping. That's a Ray spin. And there we go. U-rasia. Ooh, interesting. Not sure why I was going for heat drive there. Maybe there was a missed Shoryuken. Oh, nice. Another one? Ah, he missed. Could have done another minute spike. Standing A. That's a standing A against jumping D or E, I think. It's standing A is gonna hit and then he's gonna do minute spike. At least once, maybe twice. No? Okay. Was too low, I guess. Guard crash C. He didn't. Why did he not shift to... I guess he was waiting for saving. Nice. Very nice. Ah. Uh-oh, this is getting very close now. Very nice. Just went for the straight up, run up, crouching B, crouching C into super, and I guess he himself didn't really know if it would hit or left or right. That was just completely ambiguous. And you have enough time to confirm it. If you're Ryo, you just do crouch B, crouch C, and have plenty of time to see on which side you are. Man, 7-7. This is it's an incredible first to 10. Incredibly laggy as well. So I'm gonna skip ahead a bit and just okay. I'm just gonna pause here. I wonder if changing the quality does anything. Probably not. I mean, we can try. It's not like you need 720p 60 frames for this. It's not like this is the most modern game when it comes to resolution. Let's try our luck with that resolution. So let's go. Backdash for Oswald. He's cornered now. Trying to break out. Goes for the Rekka string. Shoryuken for punish. Instant overhead C. C into D raise spin. Oswald manages to break out with E. Nice down forward A. Goes for the roll Okiseme. Accidental card that gets him knocked down. Double roll. Gian just mashing B into Shoryuken. Nice. That is not a stun yet. He just goes for LDM. Very nice decision. I like that. He saw that he wouldn't stun, so he just invested all of the meter to get Kula out of there. Goes back to Oswald. He doesn't care that he's low HP. Nice fake cross there. And that's a dead Ryo. Very very easy kill combo here. Does his best to mash out, but it's not gonna work. He couldn't do the jump C or down forward A there. Jump C or card before the ace because Gian had saving shift, so he couldn't do anything against the fact that Ryo still had like a pixel left. Man, Giant's Gato is really doing some work. Jump E, counter hit, close D. Oh man, goes into the up kicks, into LDM. That's a dead Kula. Advantage now for Giant. Yes, he has no stock, but it doesn't matter. He has two characters. And the... Oh, nice. Nice shuriken into a heat drive there. Goes for the cross up. Another standing E that looks accidental. It hits. Okay. Jump D, counter hit. Couldn't confirm, unfortunately. Jump E's gonna hit. Not on counter hit. Oh, okay, it's a trade. Jumping A, interesting. Nice. Okay, this is looking good now. Oh, guard cancel. There we go, guard cancel, jump D, back walk. He knew that he was gonna roll out. Jump E, counter hit. Oh my god, that's it. No, he misses the super. And he throws him. That's it. Is he dead? No. He was gonna... That was so brilliant from Giant. And he got him. Oh my god, how close. So what happened was... Giant just did an Okiseme jump in. And U-rasia was trying to guard cancel the hit from the jump in, but Giant knew it and didn't push anything and just threw him out of his guard cancel. It's a situation you have a lot when people are low on HP. That's when you usually do that, because then they are afraid and want to guard cancel and you just throw them out of their guard cancel. Or you do a delayed attack so their E comes out and then you just hit them. Man, that was pretty crazy. Man, is this gonna go and be like a 10-9? I mean, we are already at 8-7. And there's still a good 10 minutes left. Nice. Typical U-rasia punish there. Roll through and immediate run. No card Okiseme. Ooh, sick. Too bad he couldn't convert that. Such a nice throw bait. Ah, he also didn't convert that. I guess he didn't expect the forward A to still hit. That was at the tip of the range. Jump E, jump C. Corner pin now. Nice roll out. Goes to K-dash. Not sure why he did that. I guess he expected to hit. But even then, there's like no stun there. He must be really pissed off now that he did that. I hope he doesn't crumble under the pressure. He has no stock with K-dash. This is really horrible against Kula. Oh no. He was right under her, that's why his motion changed and he couldn't do a proper minute spike. Never mind, he's getting the ace now. It's too low. He saw it, doesn't matter. Nice. Corner cross. He's... Oh, that Okiseme, holy crap, he saved it. I'm gonna briefly pause again. How's it looking anyway? U-rasia through a miracle still has all of his 3 characters. However, Giant is sitting on 3 stocks and saving shift. And has both Ryo and also Gato, which has proven to be a huge problem for U-rasia, that Gato. So I can't really say who has an advantage right now. It's quite even, I would say.
ぱり揺さぶりですね、この
Hard knockdown. Throw break. Very nice from Gian. And throws him back in the corner. This time rolls through him again. Shoryuken into save. Into shift.
まあまあまあ
And this is gonna be hard for Oswald now to get out of. Just look at this horrible pressure. And trade. And upkick super. This is Gato BNB. This is what you do with him.
まもなく、ワンピー側の方が2スキル溜まるんで、ここでたまらずセービング、
Nice. LDM. Yes. Nice confirm there. And he's he missed the minutes. Oh, nice roll. He's in 2 stocks now. Fake cross, also very nice. Hard to block. You cannot do anything against it unless you have Ryo or Kula who have no recovery, then you can reversal, but you should just generally try and block it on incoming. Gato still has a stock from the death of Ryo. And there we go, crouch B for the kill. Man, this is exciting. 8 to 8. Gonna skip ahead to the next match again. And I'm gonna pause again. Enjoy that cool stance from Oswald while I pause. So, let's try our luck. Jump up D there to stop jumping attempts from Oswald. Kula backing off a bit, trying to build meter, jumps right into the down forward A, gets hard knocked down. Very nice cross-up attempt there, turned into a combo against the back roll from Gian. Gian now backing off again. And jumping C, manages to punish the card, and up kicks. That's lots of meter, lots of damage, and there we go, crouch C. Goes for the reset, did not go for the super, LDM. Jumping B, Oswald somehow manages to get out of the corner. This is just... this is so rough for Oswald. Everything's plus. Yes, you can just guess and mash. Nice, shift to Kula. Gato has 4 hands and 4 shoulders right now, which is probably a super jump startup. Could also be the ground pound attack. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, reset with close D into the D raise pin. Interesting. Jumping E. No counter, unfortunately. Backdash, but didn't have enough time for a Shoryuken. Goes for the throw. Delayed low, so he has time to react against reversals. Actually, Gato has no meter, so now it's completely U-rasia's turn. Never mind. Oof. Very nice roll there from Gian. Gian killing Oswald, going for the fake cross. And it's Kula versus Kula. EX super. Nice hit there from U-rasia. Gonna pause briefly. Super even match. Gian is about to get his first bubble for saving shift. U-rasia is completely out of resources. Also, Gian still has 3 characters left, so hard to say who has the edge. His Gato's almost dead. They're playing ping pong with projectiles. Nice. And that's a dead Kula. Walk over the corpse, jump C, backdash Shoryuken C. Close D, that was strange. I usually don't see that very often. Jumping E whiffs. Now Giant getting incredibly aggressive with his jumping E. Nice Shoryuken there from U-rasia. Close B, far B, far B. Has it pinned. And yeah, Giant going for the dandy stab as I call it. And U-rasia immediately punished it. U-rasia missing his LDM combo unfortunately. And now Giant landed on the wrong side. He was landing on the right side, and U-rasia thought he would land on the other side. So did I. That was really strange. Nice run-up throw there. Dead Gato. Cross-up. That's going to be an overhead. Missed, unfortunately. Oh, that was too greedy there from U-rasia. That super. Now he eats a lot of damage for that. I'm gonna pause for a moment. This is exciting. Gian can win this easily. I mean, yes, he has to hit more times than U-rasia, but luck is a bigger factor now, with the HP being so low for both players. Oof, very close. That slide saved him. He could have also slided and then shifted to Kula, which is what he probably did. So that was a very safe action there to do. U-rasia leading now with 9-8. This is a crazy, crazy set. Let's see if Giant can win this with next one. Match point for U-rasia. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead and pause again. This UI is so strange. Look at this go with all these half-assed white circles that aren't even in the same style. Looks like I made them in Paint. Anyway, let's hope we can watch this match without pausing. Match point U-rasia. U-rasia is in the corner. Giant going for the breath pin. U-rasia breaking out with quarter circle back C. Whips the sweep. That was almost punished by Giant. Very close. Nice down forward A. Didn't believe in it. Didn't confirm into a combo. Jumping E into card. That was strange. Why did he card there? Kazi into shift to get Oswald out there. Cross up jump C, but no conversion. I think he didn't expect to hit. Nice run through. Hard knockdown. Delay crouching D and immediately punishes the roll. And hard knockdown. Giant was backdashing again. He got hit airborne again on wake up. Jumping E counter hit. Standing B. Taking his sweet time there. Very nice movement from Giant. Sure you can see. Oh, that looked like an accidental saving shift. Oof. Accidental counter that happens when you are very close in the corner after shift because of the corner cross. Nice. Hard knockdown there for U-rasia. Race spin, Giant rolling out, Giant building meter now, trying to get close. Got a bit too impatient, eats an ace, is now dead. Briefly gonna pause. Looking very, very grim for Giant. He has to make some magic happen with Rio. Fortunately he has 3 stocks, but those are only really good for hit confirms. Rio supers, particularly the projectile super, aren't too great. Not counting his LDM, of course. Not sure why he did super there. Maybe there was an accident. He got lucky though. He didn't got fully punished. Nice, there we go. Hard knockdown, crouching B, jumping D. Oh my god, jump up nothing, that was cool. The crouching B. Overhead. Guard cancel. And he eats a Shoryuken, hard knockdown. Instant overhead, and that's it. U-rasia takes it. 10-8. Incredible set. Incredibly close. I think the last couple of sets he played at pot 24 were nowhere near as close as this. I might be wrong though. Anyway, this is a great set to see and understand why Gato is so strong. So I hope all the Gato fans really enjoyed this, even though Giant lost. And yeah, see you guys next time.